Hello, everybody. I'm Kristin.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is So I'm Watching Shadow and Bone, Season 2, Episode 1, No Shelter But Me. We're a little late with this. We don't have an excuse. We got super drunk last night.
It was St. Patrick's Day.
It was St. Patrick's Day.
And we're also in our mid-30s. So we forget sometimes.
Bitch, I'm old now. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I, was messed up today. I still have, just a sort of weird pain in my abdomen, like a soreness. And I don't know why.
I just feel crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so we caught you up on this.
Yes.
This week because you didn't watch it before. And you liked it.
I liked it so much.
Yeah.
It was way more interesting than I thought it was going to be. I'm, for whatever reason, I'm really strange with like fantasy YA stuff. Like I kind of have to be sold on it before I watch it or like commit to it. And the tone of this show is so interesting, and of this world. Because I mean, we talked about it off camera, but the fact that this is very like Eastern European coded is so fascinating.
Super interesting. I like the Russian vibes of it.
Yeah.
Because it does sort of feel like a Siberia, Russia, China kind of like stack of countries, which is really interesting.
Yeah, I like it so much.
I think it's fascinating. So when we left off in season 1, Mal and Alina were on their way to, not to Ketterdam, what's it called? That's the only issue for me with the Russian things is I forget. It's like Voyazem or something like that.
Yes, Voyazem. I think that's what it was.
Which is like not part of Ravka. It's like it's like a different country, which also was designed very cool. It was like African kind of.
Almost like Nigerian.
Yeah, very cool. I liked that quite a lot. And then the crows are back in Ketterdam trying to clean up their messes. I'm actually a little mad about Helene. That she died off screen. I don't know. I feel like that's not good enough. Pekka Rollins is a real dick, and I think that was mean to Helene. Like, she obviously was like, she owned people, which is bad, but I think she deserved to be killed. I think we deserved to like witness that.
Yeah.
And it happened like in between. So they're back there. They have let Alina go, and that Helene being dead has thrown a wrench in all of their plans, because now Pekka Rollins owns the Crow Club, and therefore he owns Inej, her indenture now,
and all of the menagerie,
and the whole menagerie. So she's like expected to like be back like at work or whatever, and instead she's just thieving knives from everyone in town, which I loved that little tiny montage. Okay, and then Nina is also in Ketterdam, and she has hooked up with the crows.
Yes,
by the end of this episode,
she overheard them talking on the ship there, and so she's just been like following them around. Yeah,
we met the final crow, who I didn't know. So I have read 1.5 Shadow and Bone books and 0 of the 6 of Crows books, so I didn't know about Wylan, the like munitions guy or whatever. He's like a kid, a tiny kid,
teeny tiny,
but
he looking fool.
His name is Jack Wolf. But I did look it up, and he is the 6th crow. It's like it's Jesper, Inej, Kaz, Nina, Matthias, and Wylan.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm very excited about that. We also got the twins, who I know about from the 2nd book, Tamar and Tolia. I'm very excited for them. They brought a lot to the 2nd book. And then we also, I don't remember what he said his name was, but he's lying. The guy at towards the beginning that had Kaz and Jesper. Oh, that was like posing as a guard.
The one that was the pirate captain.
He's a pirate. Yeah, but he's something else too.
Oh, wow.
I'm excited. So this says his name is Nikolai. So yeah, what are we doing? So, okay, Alina and Mal are going to try to find the sea whip, which is the next, like, special animal that she'll take something from as, like, an amplifier. I think it's a scale, but I don't remember.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. She's like looking at maps and stuff, and they have like a price on their head, and the crows have a price on their head, and we just get like lots of shots of them putting up kind of like comical Tangled style wanted posters of everybody, where like Alina has the biggest stank face you've ever seen.
Just
and they think that she was working with Kerrigan, and he's though that was at the end of the previous season, but he is obviously alive still, and he is pushing the fold like further every night, and Alina's having dreams of it that she thinks are just nightmares, but it's like prophetic kind of. It's just so cool. It's just really
neat,
interesting and cool. And then there's like a first army, like, so everything is in shambles now because the like actual war with like the Shu, I think, and the Fjerdans. I think it's like all 3 countries are at war.
Yes.
Regardless, the regular war is still going on, and now the like first army is like against the Grisha army. So there's this one battalion of first army who've trapped like 6 Grisha in cages and are gonna like feed them to the fold or whatever. And one of them is Genya until Kerrigan comes out of the mist. And I think his like monsters are really cool too, because they're not the Volcra. They're different.
Yeah.
They're like
it's
smoke
like
monsters.
Yeah, like corporeal manifestations of like his smoke power.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
And then he like absorbs them back into himself. And he's got he is like, it's again like so many books. He is disfigured in the book. But he's just like Ben Barnes with like 3 scratches across his face.
Yeah.
That happened in Game of Thrones with Tyrion. Like his description after the Battle of Blackwater Bay is grotesque.
Oh God.
Yeah. Like his nose is like gone from his face. Yeah. But it's like Peter Dinklage has like one scar right here. But yeah, so he frees them, and he I think Jenya's scared of him.
I agree.
But he's always like protected her and like given her.
Well, the fact that he was like I'm gonna go ruin this village, but I'm also gonna make myself something to eat. Does anyone else want anything? Like, you know, I'm
just like, Alexander, I feel like what you're implying is that you're going to go eat people.
Yeah.
Alexander, you're killing me.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to address the elephant in the room because I feel like it's going to become a thing. I don't really like Mal as a character.
He doesn't bother me.
I don't really like him. I also think they should have let Archie Renault grow his hair out.
Yeah.
I don't like the buzz cut, especially. I think he acts it fine. I just don't really like Mal as a character. To me, I just think he's boring compared to Kerrigan, who I am aware is the villain, but I prefer him.
I mean, yeah, but so when you were explaining him to me, you compared him to Gale, and
he like he's like the childhood friend that like that's like they've always had like a thing,
right? So, but in my mind, I also don't like Gale. I think he sucks.
Well, Gale's a war criminal,
right? But so then I was kind of like, oh, but yeah, Mal doesn't bother me. Like when they kissed in this episode, I was like, fucking finally. You guys need to just like, I was tired of the back and forth. I'm like, just rip the fucking Band-Aid off.
Just do it. Yeah. So, okay. I'm like, I am accepting it because I know that it's like the way that it goes in the books or whatever, but it's not my favorite. And I think it definitely says something negative about my character, but I would have just stuck around with Ben Barnes.
See, no, I couldn't do it because when he would start to like tell me what to do and I'd be like, no.
I think he was only ever being so commanding because she was resisting.
Well, because she was like, this doesn't seem right. Uh-oh. And so, I don't know.
Uh-oh, war crimes. So, I think that's mostly it for that. Although Alina and Mal got discovered, but all of the people rallied behind them and helped them escape. And so they get onto a ship, Tolia and Tamar let them onto their ship, and it turns out that, like you said, it's Nikolai who's the captain, the pirate captain.
Oh, and Matthias is fully in Hellgate now.
Yeah, fully in prison. And so that is why Nina ends up like sort of accepting going with them. She saves Inej from like a ton of Pekka Rollins people, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Watch or whatever they're called.
And so she basically is like, I overheard you guys, like I think I can help, but I want you to help me get someone out of the prison. And Kaz is like, I can't get anybody out of the prison, but I could get you a visit to the prison. And she was like, well, that'll do. So yeah, they are working on that. They also blew up the Crow Club.
Yeah.
Which was pretty dope. And Jesper's really mad about his hats. Also, he is a Grisha, I think, which I did not realize, but I think he's like a fabricator because he was like turning stuff into other stuff. And apparently Cass has always known, which I love because that's like his collecting thing.
Yeah.
Because he was like, you're gun jammed and you fixed it without doing like anything. You never miss. And like there was one other thing.
He fixed his cane.
Fixed his cane. Yeah, without any tools. So super interesting. I also, is Kaz something? Because it seemed like touching the other men in the prison like carriage was jostling those memories forward.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know. Like I said, I haven't read the Six of Crows duology, but that seemed very cool too.
Everything. Yeah. I really like this show. This episode.
It's like place setting for season 2.
And I hate it. So it's like episode 1 of every show is like my least favorite.
It's like medium.
But it was just like a lot of information.
Yeah. Also, you mentioned Matthias. He continues to be an entire man.
Oh my God.
He is so burly.
I'm going to be sad when he has to start wearing shirts again.
His name is Callahan Skogman, and this is his second job ever.
Really?
Yeah. I like him. I think he deserves more stuff. And I like Patrick Gibson as Nikolai, and Louis Tan and Anna Leong Brophy as Tolia and Tamar are really fun too. Those are the like new faces that we've got, and I love seeing the old faces that we got too.
Yeah,
really good. That is basically it though. That everyone is like moving where they're supposed to be moving, but that's all we've got for now. Oh, and well, Nikolai is the one who let the crows go.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because he was like, I just need to know where Alina is. Because he wants Alina as well. And you'll find out why. I'm excited.
Yay.
All right. We're going to go watch episode 2.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.